carbon atom only phosphate is being connected. Okay. And when you look at here, third carbon atom is free. What is present here? Third carbon atom, OH group. To this OH group, okay. So same way here, you have this phosphate which is linked to this OH group. So C1, C2, okay, C3, C4, C5 here. Again, this will be free. It will be connected like this. Here it has OH group, okay. C1, C2, C3, C4, and here C5, where you have this phosphate which will be linked here. Okay, now when you just look at this picture, this is the fifth carbon atom. What is this? Fifth carbon atom. Okay, so to this, to this phosphate, nothing is being connected here. So this fifth carbon atom, where phosphate is being linked, here it is not linked to the other pentosine. So it is left free. So you say that to be 5' end. Whereas here when you look at this, this is being third carbon atom is being connected to the next phosphate which is connected to the other pentose ring. Whereas likewise here also. But when you come to this pentose, okay, the third carbon atom where it has OH group, it is left free. There is no connection. So here it is third prime. 3'. Can you understand? So this is the 5', this is 3'. I have told you there are two DNA strands, one which runs from 3' to 5', the other one is from 5' to 3'. So this is what anti-parallel. They are not parallel. If it is 5' here, if it is 3' here, you call that to be parallel. But here in this case, it is entirely different. Right? So you say that anti-parallel. But they are complementary to each other. What is that? Adenine pairs only with the thymine. Okay. Likewise, cytosine pair only with guanine. So they are complementary to each other. Adenine cannot go and pair with guanine, and cytosine cannot go and pair with thymine. Can you understand the concept? So they are anti-parallel but complementary to each other. So here what I have written here is, how do you say that this is 5' and this is 3'? Now can you understand? Here the fifth carbon atom where the phosphate is being attached, here there is no connection with that. It is left free. So you call this to be 5' or 5' or 5' moiety. Okay, whereas here the third carbon atom where the OH group is there, here it is left free. There is no attachment here. So you call this to be 3' end. Right? Okay, now when you come here, the same way, the other strand. So other strand must be, normally here it should be 3' and here it should be 5'. Okay, so how will you draw it here? It will be just anti-parallel, right? Okay, so here you have to go upside down. You draw it here like this. So which will be here? Carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, and here it is attached fifth one. Okay, what do you have here? Fifth one, phosphate group. Okay, so fifth one is free here. Okay, the same way here third carbon atom, what do you have? OH group, where the phosphate is being linked here, and draw it like this again. Okay, again you have what? C1, C2, C3, C4, and link here C5 where it is being connected. Just understand. Okay, so here you have carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 where the phosphate is being linked. And here, okay, here you have that OH group. So what is left here free? Here the OH group, C third carbon atom, it is left here. So you mention here as 3', and here you mention it as what? 5'. Now can you understand? Now to this carbon atom, what is attached? What is attached? Nitrogenous base is attached. If here adenine, here it is thymine. Likewise here what? Guanine. Here cytosine. Here bonds connect the nitrogenous bases. Are you clear? Can you see the image? Can you see the picture clearly? Okay, likewise here it connects the hydrogen. That is, both the strands are connected with the help of hydrogen bonds. And here this phosphate and the sugar. Sugar, phosphate. Sugar, phosphate. Okay. Now we are going to study about how the DNA is being packed. These chromatids are condensed to form chromosomes. These chromatids are condensed to form what? Chromosomes. Okay. But there is a person, you call it as Udok. Udok. What did he tell is, he told that there are some thickenings, okay, present in the chromatids. Where it was present? Thickening seen in the chromatids. You just imagine if this is a thread-like structure, this is a chromatid, okay, this is a cell. Inside the cell, what is present? Nucleus is present. Inside the nucleus, the chromatids are thread-like structures which are condensed to form chromosomes. Okay, now these thread-like structures, you say that he found out there were some thickenings. Okay, he just observed these thickenings in the chromatids. He wanted to find out what was that thickening. So after his discovery, he gave the name as nucleosome. What was it called as? Nucleosome. Okay, I told you, cell itself is very small. Inside the cell, there is a nucleus, inside chromatids, and then chromosomes, and then you're going to learn about the DNA. So just imagine, when you just look at the DNA, in human genome, what is human genome? What is genome? Can you tell me what is genome? Can you tell me what is genome? I have taught you. It is haploid set of chromosome 23. So human genome is haploid. So when you just look at the genome, the DNA present in cell, it is 2.2 meters, it seems. 2.2 meters. So you just look at the distance. It is a small cell. So how it is being wrapped and being kept inside. Just imagine how the DNA is being present inside the chromosomes. Okay. So the whole structure, how it is being wrapped, you call that to be nucleosome. So what is this nucleosome? It consists of histone octamer plus DNA. This is called as nucleosome. So what is nucleosome? Histone octamer and DNA, you call that to be nucleosome. So when you talk about histone, it is a type of protein. What is histone? A group of amino acids are called as proteins. So what are the proteins present here in, or what are the amino acids present in histone? They are nothing but lysine and arginine. Lysine and arginine are the two types of amino acid present in the histone. That is why you call that histone to be a protein. Right? Okay. And when you talk about this octamer, octa always stands for 8. So what is that? H2A. How many proteins are present? H2A, H2B, H3, H4. What are the different type of proteins here? H2A, H2B, H3, H4. These are the different type of, histones present. Okay. So this is 2. Okay. So into 2. So how many are there? 8. 4 into 2, 8. Each 2, 2. Okay. Right. So these are the histones present here. That is why you call this to be octamer. So histone are 8 in number. So what are they? 4 types are there. H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. Each 2 in number. So it gives you 8. So histone octamer. So this is positively charged. What is the charge for this? Positively charged. And what about DNA? DNA, you know that it is negatively charged. DNA is negatively charged. So when you just look at this, here what was the observation found out by Woodcock? Thickenings present in the chromatids, is it not? So when you just look at this thickenings, these thickenings are called as what? Nucleosome. So he wanted to observe what is that nucleosome. So nucleosome is a combination of histone octamer and DNA. So he found out that histones were positively charged and DNA was negatively charged. So it attracts, right? Okay. So histone is a ball-like cell. When you just observe, it is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the structure of the histone octamer. You just H2A. Okay. Here one more will be there. This is also H2A, 2, 2, right? So this is H2B. Can you look at the both children? Like this is also H2B. Here it is H3. And here also H3. Here H4. Here also it is H4. So totally how many are there? 8. So that is why you call this to be histone octamer. So along with this, what is present here? DNA. So what is this DNA? It's a long thread-like structure. Okay, it will be wrapped around like this. It will be like this. Okay, can you just imagine? Okay, so where it is being? So histones are what? Positively charged. They are proteins. And what is this DNA? It is negatively charged. So they are wrapped around the histone octamer. So where the DNA is being wrapped, this DNA, you call it as core DNA. What do you call it as? Core DNA. So when you just look at this core DNA, it has 146 base pairs are present. BP means base pairs. What is that base pair? Adenine pairs with thymine, guanine pairs with cytosine. Can you understand? So these turns, what is this turn? Histone turn, it is 1/3/4 of this turn or 1.75. Just imagine if it is like this. This is the histone. The DNA is being wrapped from one end to this end. Okay, from upward to downward. It is one, right? So just imagine one wrap, one. Then again coming here, 1.5. Then till here, 45. So it is, how many are there? 1.75 or 1/3/4 turns. So, okay, so 1/3/4 turns are being there here. It is being wrapped. So in this turns, 1.75 turns, you have 146 base pairs. Okay, and here imagine here this side there will be an octamer and here this side there will be an octamer. So it goes on like this. Okay, so here where it is being present, here also you call it as core DNA. So this place is left out now. Here, this is called as the DNA that links one core DNA and the other core DNA. You call it as linked DNA or linked DNA. Whereas this will have 60 base pairs. This is very important part in NEET question. Objective questions. Be careful. Even in board they will ask. Okay, but it is not explained in detail in your textbook. That is why I am explaining you very clearly. Okay, just they would have mentioned what are the histone octamer. Not even these names. What are the histones present? Just histone octamer, lysine and arginine alone mentioned in your textbook. This is very important where you have to understand. Right, okay. So this is called as the core DNA, where the histone octamer is being wrapped by the DNA. DNA is negatively charged. So the histones are positively charged. Why histone is a protein? What type of amino acids are present? It is lysine and arginine. Can you understand? Hello? Now this structure, where the histone octamer, it is being wrapped with the DNA, you call that to be nucleosome. So this nucleosome only was observed as a thickening in the chromatid by a person called as Woodcock.
If you like this video, share, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.